So, you failed again. It's a cold, hard fact that tastes like copper in the back of your throat. You're sitting there, staring at a wall or a screen, and the silence of the room is screaming at you. Maybe nobody knows. You've become an expert at wearing the mask, haven't you? You smile at the right times, you give the generic, "I'm good," when people ask, and you navigate your day like a ghost in your own life. Or maybe everyone knows. Maybe your fall was public. Maybe the whispers follow you down the hallway, or the likes stopped coming because you aren't the success story anymore. But the audience doesn't matter, because you are the one who has to go to bed with the truth, and you're the one who has to wake up with it. And that truth sits on your chest like a weight you can't shake. It's a physical heaviness, a suffocating pressure that makes every breath feel like a chore. It's the regret that tastes like ash, the frustration that makes you want to claw at your own skin, and the quiet, vibrating fear that you're slipping further behind while everyone else keeps moving. You see them on social media, you see them in your neighborhood, people hitting milestones while you're still trying to figure out how to get out of bed without feeling like a fraud. It feels like you're trapped in a loop. The same mistakes, the same broken promises, the same crushing disappointments. You're a passenger in a car that's driving off a cliff in slow motion, and you've seen this movie before. You look at yourself in the mirror, searching for the person you used to be, and you wonder how you ended up here again. How did the dreams become chores? How did the ambition become a burden? But listen, failure isn't hunting you. It isn't some monster hiding under the bed or a curse placed upon your head. It's exposing you. It's pulling back the curtain on the lies you told yourself to stay comfortable. It's showing you the parts of your life you can't run from anymore. The cracks in your foundation, the shortcuts you took, the lack of discipline you ignored. Failure is simply the diagnostic tool that reveals the truth. This moment is dark. It is midnight in your soul. But it's not your ending. It's your warning. It's the sirens going off, telling you that the current path leads to total destruction. What you do next, in this very hour, in this very second, determines whether you stay here in the dirt or rise out of it. You told yourself this time would be different. You remember that night, don't you? The one where you felt that surge of motivation, that lightning in a bottle feeling where you swore on your life that you were done with the old version of yourself. You made promises to yourself, to your God, to your family. You had plans, color-coded and meticulously organized. And for a while it worked. You started strong enough to believe that maybe, finally, you were done repeating the same cycle. You felt the wind at your back. You felt the pride of a few days of consistency. But somewhere along the way, you stopped. It wasn't a sudden explosion. It wasn't a dramatic "I quit" moment. It was quieter than that, more insidious. You just slowly slipped back into the darkness you swore you'd escaped. It started with one missed workout, one cheat meal that turned into a cheat week, 1 hour of scrolling that turned into an entire night of wasted potential. You traded your future for a moment of comfort, and now you're back here again, staring at the same beginning, feeling that familiar shame. That shame is a poison. It's the kind that sits heavy in your chest and whispers, "You wasted time again." It's the internal voice that reminds you of how old you're getting, how many opportunities you've burned, and how many people you've let down. It hurts. It hurts because you know how hard you tried in those first few weeks. You remember the sweat and the effort, and you know how easily it all fell apart. But here's the truth you don't want to face. You're not here because you're weak. Weakness is a permanent state of the soul. This is just a temporary state of the will. You're here because you're human, and because the things you're fighting don't let go easily. The demons of habit, the ghosts of trauma, the gravity of laziness, they are heavy hitters. They don't just go away because you asked them to. This starting point isn't a grave. It is not the place where you are buried. It's a mirror. It's a reflection of the reality you've been trying to avoid. It's a reminder of who you refuse to be. Look at the version of you that quit. Look at the version of you that gave in. Study that person. Hate that version of yourself enough to never want to see them again. You're not stuck. You're not finished. And this darkness? It's the fertile soil where your next rise begins. Start again. Even from here. Even from the mud. But listen carefully. If you're going to do this, You have to do it differently this time. Starting over is not failure. Let that sink in. The world thinks the person who never falls is the hero, but the real hero is the one who has tasted the dirt and still finds the strength to stand. Starting over is the moment you finally confront the parts of yourself you've been running from. For too long, you've been living a life built on denial. You pretended that your habits weren't that bad. You pretended that you had more time than you actually do. You leaned on distractions, the phone, the noise, the substances, the shallow relationships, just to keep from hearing the silence. You spent years pretending you were okay when you knew, deep down, you weren't. Do you know why most people never even try again? It's because the truth is too loud. They quit and stay there. Not because they're happy, but because they are terrified of the reconstruction process. It's easier to stay broken than to admit you need to rebuild. It's easier to be a victim of circumstance than a builder of a new life. But starting over? That means you've felt the collapse. You've seen the house fall down. You've heard the quiet voice in your head telling you something is wrong. That voice isn't your enemy. That's your soul. You've felt the pull of the life you're supposed to be living, and it won't let you rest. It haunts your dreams. It ruins your fun. It makes your comfort feel like a lie. This moment isn't failure. It's self-awareness. It's the reckoning. It's the point where the old version of you can't survive anymore. You are outgrowing your skin, and that process is painful. Most people stay trapped in that darkness. They become bitter. They become cynical. You won't, because the moment you choose to start again is the moment the darkness loses control. The only real failure is deciding that this is where your story ends. It's a choice. It's not a destiny. People think they stop because they can't continue, but usually it's because they're too tired to try. And that's the part no one sees, how exhaustion can feel exactly like defeat. When you are bone-tired, the weight on your shoulders begins to whisper. It tells you that maybe you're not built for this. It tells you that maybe the world was right about you, that you're just another, could have been, another, used to be. You look at yourself in the mirror of your mind, and it feels like you've hit the same wall again. The same frustration, the same disappointment, the same fear that you're falling behind everyone else. But listen closely, being tired does not mean you're done. A car that runs out of gas isn't a broken car, it just needs fuel. Struggling does not mean you've failed. It means you are in the middle of the work. This heavy, crushing, quiet moment is not your ending. It's the pause before your rise. Think about it. Buried inside that exhaustion is proof that you haven't given up. You wouldn't be tired if you weren't fighting. You still care. You still want more. You still believe, even if it's faint, even if it's just a whisper in the back of your mind, that your life can be different. And that spark, that tiny, stubborn, annoying spark that won't let you just quit and be miserable in peace, that is enough to start again. So don't choose to stay down. Don't choose to close your story on a chapter of defeat. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to breathe and weep and feel the weight. But when you're ready, stand up. Because your story isn't ending, it's about to turn into the one you'll be proud to tell. Stop telling yourself you're behind. Behind compared to who? To some stranger on the internet who is only showing you their highlight reel? Behind compared to what imaginary timeline? You're not behind. You're rising. You're not broken. You're rebuilding into something stronger than before. Think about the metal in a forge. It doesn't get shaped by sitting in a cool room. It gets shaped by the fire. Every mistake you've made, every setback you've taken, every hit life has thrown at you, none of it was meant to stop you. It was meant to forge you. Every time you failed, you learned. You learned what doesn't work. Every time you fell, you got back up, and your muscles grew stronger for it. Every time you questioned yourself, you sharpened the part of you that refuses to quit. You are not stuck. You are evolving. You are being shaped by pressure into someone tougher, smarter, and significantly harder to break. You are on your own timeline, and your growth is happening in the fire, not in comfort. Growth is ugly. It's messy. It looks like failure to people who don't understand the process. You're not losing. You're loading. You're stacking experience, resilience, and discipline in places no one can see. You are building the internal infrastructure to handle the success that is coming. So when you rise, and you will rise, they'll think it happened overnight. They'll call you lucky. They'll say you're an overnight success. But you'll know the truth. You were becoming this version of you the whole time you were in the dark. So here's what you do. You get up. Not perfectly. Not confidently. You don't need to feel like a lion. You don't need a motivational speech playing in your head. You don't need to get up gracefully. You just get up like someone who refuses to die where they fell. Because here is the cold reality, life won't slow down for you. It won't pause its clock because your heart is breaking. It won't wait for you to feel ready. If you stay down, you get left behind. So you rise, even if it's shaky, even if it's messy, even if everything in you is screaming to stay in the comfort of your covers. And then, you try again. One step, one action, one decision at a time. That's it. That's the whole secret nobody wants to hear. We want a miracle. We want a lottery ticket. We want a lightning bolt. But the only way out is through relentless movement. Not motivation. Not perfection. Just moving your feet. Every step you take when you feel weak makes you stronger. Every action you take when you're tired makes you disciplined. Every decision you make when your mind is full of doubt builds a version of you that fear can't control. You want a different life? You build it one small act of effort at a time. You want momentum? You create it by refusing to stop. You want to rise? Then move. So here's what you do. Get up. Try again. And don't you dare stop. One step, one action, one decision, until the life you want is the life you live. You don't need to be perfect. Perfection is a trap. It's a cage that keeps you from ever starting. It is a silent killer of momentum. You just need to be consistent. The people who win in life aren't the ones who walk through the world untouched. They aren't the ones who never had a debt, never had a breakup, or never had a failure. They're the ones who take the hit, collapse, taste the dirt, and still rise. They're the ones who get dragged to the bottom and left in the dark. They're the ones who were counted out by everyone around them and still refuse to stay down. You think winners never fail. They fail more than anyone. They have more scars than you. They live in the fire. They survive storms most people would crumble under. But here's what makes them unstoppable. When they fall, they don't build excuses, they build comebacks. When life hits them, they hit back harder. When fear whispers, stop, they move anyway. Consistency, relentlessness, refusal. That's what turns ordinary people into forces no one sees coming. So hear this, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to feel fearless. You just need to rise every time life knocks you down. Because the people who win in life aren't the ones who never fall, they're the ones the darkness couldn't keep down. One day, all of this will make sense. The struggle, the setbacks, the restarts, all the nights you felt swallowed by the dark, wondering why life kept hitting you harder than most. But hear this, none of it matters if you quit now. If you quit, the pain was for nothing. If you quit, the failure is final. But the darkness you're in? It's not here to destroy you. It's here to expose you. To strip you down to the version of you that refuses to break. Every setback is pressure. Every delay is friction. Every failure is fire. And pressure, friction, fire, they don't end you, they forge you. So take a breath. Feel the weight. Let it hit you. Let it burn. Then rise. Not slowly. Not softly. Not quietly. Rise like someone who's done being defeated. Rise like someone who's tasted the bottom and decided to fight their way back up. One day, all of this will make sense, but only if you turn this darkness into the explosion that launches your comeback. Start again. And this time, don't just rise, detonate. Listen, this is not where your story ends. You've been knocked down before, but you rise every time. So dig in, stand up, and take back your life. It's not over. Start again. If this message hit home for you, if you're ready to start again and leave the old version of yourself behind, do not leave this page without committing. Like this video to let the algorithm know this message matters. Comment below with the words, "I will start again," to anchor your commitment in reality. And subscribe to join a community of people who refuse to stay down. Your story is just beginning. Let's build it together.